What's up, guys? Welcome to Forge Master Metal Reviews, the place where you can get the most out of your metal releases, musicians and fans alike. I'm your co-host, Brandon.
Hey, Benfo here. Great to see you all. It's that time of year where we round up all of our favorite metal albums by subgenre, and this time we're hitting the cosmos for some epic progressive metal.
Make sure to follow us on Spotify. The link is in the description so that you can get these playlists and check out these bands further. And hey, if you like metal content like this, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us continue to bring you more content like this.
Ready for some face-melting solos, syncopated brutality, and powerful vocalists? Let's get into our best progressive metal picks of 2021 so far.
Evergrey, Escape of the Phoenix, released February 26th on AFM Records. The consistency of Evergrey's ability to release absolutely fantastic and addicting metal records is staggering. Escape of the Phoenix is a love letter to metal fans who are stoked on blistering heavy metal riffing, killer vocal hooks and harmonies, and blazing guitar solos. Every listen of this album, multiple moments of Escape of the Phoenix, gets stuck in my head for days.
As a longtime Evergrey fan, that 2003 Recreation Day tour was just amazing. Escape of the Phoenix is a real breath of fresh air. It feels like a very strong continuation of their 2019 album, The Atlantic, which is a perfect record and essential listening. This album has some of the best earworms of any metal album I've heard this year. For a more in-depth review, go check out the video that I did for this record. I'm actually going to update my score on this. If you've noticed, I've been going in increments of tenths for about anything above a 4.0, so my new score for Escape of the Phoenix is 4.7 Pontiac Thunderbirds.
The Lion's Daughter Skin Show, released April 9th on Season of Mist. I found this record based on the recommendations of Metal Trenches and the Metal Meltdown. Thanks, guys. Go check out those dudes if you haven't yet. Fantastic reviewers. I've been completely entranced with this record since it dropped, and for good reason. The Lion's Daughter set out to make a pop album, funny enough, and ultimately they failed, but what came out instead is this absolutely addictive mashup of John Carpenter horror, movie synth vibes mixed with industrial music and black metal. This album is short and sweet and definitely won me over with its unique take on utilizing horror movie soundtrack atmospheres and that white album art aesthetic. Just so freaking good with that nothing but evil metal influence.
The band has really done something unique with this record, and I'm curious to see which direction they lean into moving forward. The two elements of 80s retro wave and blackened post-sludge metal, I just made that up, these are two very conflicting styles, and this contrast in mood and style is really what makes Skin Show dissonant in the most disturbing ways. Can this sort of thing be replicated? Who knows? Either way, The Lion's Daughter is doing something really cool.
This band has certainly nailed the sound on this record, and the art fits the themes perfectly. We love this record, easily an Album of the Year list contender for me. I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 Skin Shows. Vola, Witness, released May 21st on Mascot Records, another band that I had never heard of until this year, and this album completely blew me away. I don't typically go for progressive metal, but when bands like this nail it, I usually just fall in love and keep listening. What I love about this band, though, is they blend a lot of my favorite songwriting techniques from pop music with their flavor of metal. Most progressive metal bands, in my opinion, go for all technicality, but they forget one really important thing, and that's write great fucking songs. Vola completely nail both of these things on this record, incorporating extremely catchy vocal melodies with pop and electronica elements, and it works just insanely well.
Yeah, man, I love the hooks on this record. The inspirations from artists like David Bowie, Joy Division, and My Bloody Valentine, they're all over this record, interspersed with those progressive gent sounds. I actually went back and checked out Vola's first album and found it to be pretty bland. They took a real risk on Witness, shifting away from the tired sounds of 8-string low-tuned syncopation. They went for heaviness mixed with catchiness, and let me tell you, it has worked brilliantly.
If you love big hooks, we all love big hooks. Huge riffs and some goddamn massive songwriting cred, you'll love Witness by Vola. 4 out of 5 White Voids.
White Void's Anti was a totally unexpected treat for this year's fantastic collection of progressive, retro wave inspired music. If you can't tell, nostalgia is trending. Depending on which age group they fall into, many talented and influential musicians are releasing music that has been wholly inspired by the soundtracks of their youth. Folks our age are putting out 90s inspired albums, while folks a bit older than us are grabbing influences from the 80s. The glorious 80s, children. Anti feels like a fantastic retrospection to that time, both musically and atmospherically. This is a fantastic record that I give 4.6 out of 5 untethered cosmonauts.
Wheel, Resident Human, released March 26th on Odyssey Music. British and Finnish prog metal masters know how to put together a killer slab of dark and modern progressive metal. Everything on this record is unexpected, strange but catchy riffing, heavy as hell bass and drums. The vocals are easily the biggest highlight of Wheel's new release. The album works on so many levels, and I absolutely love their previous release, Moving Backwards, which was way better than Tool's latest effort, Fear Inoculum, don't fucking care what you think. All of the songs on Resident Human are composed masterfully. There are 3 longer songs, 3 shorter compositions, and an outro. I've said this before on this channel, and keep taking note of this. Writing music that is deliberately great, straddling that line between complicated and catchy is very hard to do, and Wheel absolutely kill it on this record. James Lascelles, the vocalist and guitarist of the band, is easily the highlight of the entire album, showing his absolutely insane vocal prowess from warm, clean singing to emotionally intense screams. Resident Human is a perfect balance of technical innovation, masterful composition, and emotional expression. Easily one of the best modern progressive metal records of this year. 4.7 out of 5 Exploded View Skulls.
Witherfall's The Curse of Autumn. It's not really a record that I found myself revisiting a lot this summer, but it's certainly one that made an impression. It stuck with me after the few go-arounds with it earlier in the year. I'm astounded by the balance of astronomically talented musicianship with fantastic songwriting. I did a review of this album around its release date, so if you'd like a bit more in-depth of analysis, be sure to check that link out. It should be floating around my head around here somewhere. I'd like to update my score from that video. I'm giving Witherfall a 4.6 out of 5 Amber Leaves.
Dvne, Etemen, Aenka, released March 19th on Metal Blade Records. I just discovered Dvne this year, and I cannot believe how fantastic this band is. Scottish-based Dvne have crafted one of the most niche-sounding metal records, favoring fantastic elements of sci-fi, progressive metal, and sludge. Fans of Mastodon will definitely enjoy this record, and to be honest, I think Dvne do it way better. The songs are longer and more epic in scope, with an extremely high understanding of great composition with a fantastic dose of riff worship. The layering in this band between the guitars, bass, and drums is completely staggering to me. The drums accent what the stringed instruments are doing, and that elevates the songs to a whole other level, making the band sound like they're playing together and totally locked in with one another. The over 1 hour runtime can seem daunting, but I honestly have no idea what you could cut from this record. Every song is fantastically written and gorgeously dynamic, and I don't want to miss out on anything that they put down on Etemen Aenka. I can't stop spinning this record. I wouldn't be surprised if this makes it to the end of 2021 for me. 4.8 out of 5 Winged Faces.
And what were your favorite progressive metal albums from 2021 so far? Let us know down in the comments.
As always, go with the gods, our Forge Master brethren. Suit up, jump in your spacesuit, and unlock the secrets of the universe. See you guys next time.